What's up, guys? How's it going? Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to work on the Corvette. So today I'm going to mess with my MSD two-step system. Now, I've actually had this installed on the car for a little while, but I'm going to walk you guys through. It's a plug-and-play kit. It's really simple with the exception of 1 or 2 wires that you have to splice depending on which setup you go. I'm going to show you the method where you have to splice 1 wire, which is the clutch signal on the pedal. So that way the launch control only engages when the clutch is all the way down. Super simple kit though. Just consists of pretty much an interruption. So obviously they look exactly the same because they are the same plugs. And so it pretty much just interrupts the signal going in and puts the interrupted signal going out. So it'll cut the ignition at whatever RPM you sit. That signal comes from this little box right here. I also think I'm going to mount this properly since I have rib nuts now. But, I mean, it's good. Good enough. These are the 2 wires I was telling y'all about that you may have to splice in. I believe the brown or the blue is for signal ground. And the clutch switch on the Corvette is grounded. Works off of a ground signal. So that is the one that I used to splice in. I essentially ran this blue wire down through a grommet that's under the battery tray. If you take out the battery and you take out the battery tray, you're gonna see a couple power wires being fed in through the firewall, and there's space for 1 small wire to go through there. So ignore the mess, ignore the ripped up seat. You can thank Jelly Bean for that one. You're going to take out that passenger kick panel after you feed through your wire, and you'll be able to see it through. And then I'm going to show you guys where I fed it through, because I'm going to take out the center console right here. I'm actually going to hook it up to a switch. So this feature of, I guess I don't really know if you would call it a feature, but one of the things that happens with the MSD two-step, how I have it set up, is that on some downshifts, if they reach to the point of where you have the launch control set up, for example, I have it at 25 or 2700, I believe. So if I downshift from 3rd to 2nd at a specific mile an hour where it hits that RPM, it kind of activates for a split second since you have the clutch depressed, and it makes kind of like some pops and bangs on downshifts, which is cool. But I got kind of tired of it doing it all the time. I also had some issues with my O2 sensors. I thought it was a 2-step, but I had to drive to an exhaust shop, open headers essentially, and that's what burned up my O2s, unfortunately. But anyways, to fix that, this is my solution. Now, this switch right here is not stock. This was put in by the original owner for some like flashy lights. They put like LEDs in the rear and the front lights for car shows, and I mean, fancy stuff like that. I like the switch. It's very discreet looking. All I did was essentially chop the leads off of it. So the switch is still there, still hooked up. I just cut off the signal wires that went into the little module that did all the flashy flash and all that stupid stuff. But anyways, today the wire approximately runs right through here. It kind of comes around in here, kind of does a little loop-de-loop past the shifter. I don't know if I can get it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get at it without taking the center console off, which kind of sucks, but it's not that hard, and I've done it plenty of times now. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take this console off, and we're gonna run or extend the wires to the switch. So essentially, when the switch is on, the two-step will work as normal, but when the switch is off, the two-step will not function. I'm doing that just so I can have a little bit more control over it. While making pops and bangs is fun and all that, sometimes you need to be a little bit more discreet. So that is going to be my discreet button. Anyways, let's go ahead and start getting this console out of here. To take the console out of the C5 Corvette, it's actually pretty simple. All you need is a T15, I believe, Torx bits. So you need a Torx bit set, and you need a 10mm socket, preferably with an extension on a ratchet. So you'll take these 4 bolts out here, and then there's Torx bolts held behind where your temperature sensor is and where the cigarette lighter is. And of course, make sure you disconnect your battery first. Wire is right here. You can see how I kind of ran it. Just kind of left it loose because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it down the road. So this is coming from the MSD two-step, and this is the splice that I put on it afterwards, just so it's easier to take on and off. Because like I said, again, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, so I was just keeping my options open. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have to extend it. Kind of sucks, but that's alright. Just go ahead, I'm going to crimp it onto these because this is going to be the last time I mess with it until I get a no-lift shift box. And then I'll probably be selling this MSD system for that. Just found, looks to be like a burn or a chafe. So I think I'm going to get some split loom to throw on this as well. I'm not sure where this was rubbing at, but that is obviously not something you want to see. Anyways, I want to get this chopped up, extended, and then spliced in, and we're going to be good to go. Alright, ready for that good old test. God dang. Cool, so that should be off. Should be on now. Yep. And then we're gonna switch it off. Yeah. Easy. Just V8s. Don't you? Yes, you love LSs. So, I mean, it's super easy install, plug and play. It really doesn't get much easier than this. Plug those in. Module. I guess I never showed you guys where to splice that wire. I should do that right now. Oh. It's gonna be very hard to see, but at the top of the pedal, there's a sensor with a plug that comes off the back. And you just tap into that. I know that probably wasn't very descriptive, but it gives you a general area. And it's a really easy install, guys. If you can use a pair of crimpers, you can do it. And it sounds pretty good. Functions pretty good too. Took it out for some testing out in Mexico. Need different tires. Still can't hook with these Nittos. The NT 555 G2s. Yes. So I have a little bit of trouble hooking on them. I need some new rear shocks though, for sure. So I hope that that's gonna help me hook a little bit better and not wheel hop as much. I know this is a quick video for today, guys, but just wanted to give you something. We're waiting on some parts for the Honda. Get rid of this drag pack so I can buy a K-tune header for that. I don't want to pay out of pocket for it because it's like $700 for the big tubes. It's a lot of money. I'd rather keep that in my savings, and I'm not going to need these for years and years and years to come. So I'm just going to sell it to fund this. I do have about 2 videos for this thing. Everything's waiting on parts, so they're only half done. I don't want to leave you guys with the unfinished project. Oh, don't look at that. It's for the other video. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy some Corvette content. Mix up from the Honda content. As soon as that Honda's done and on the streets, just running good, you know, AC, everything buttoned up and finished, I'll start digging into this bad boy. Cam, heads, intake, new exhaust. It's gonna be rowdy. But until then, thanks for watching. See you next time.